What's up, everyone? I'm back out here today at a course I have not played in over a year, and that is Lake Olmstead disc golf course. It's a course that's not too close to my house, so I don't play it very often, but it is one when I have some time I like to make it out to. But playing a casual round today, I'm also doing a little bit of a disc review of a disc that I am very excited that has re-released, so I'm excited to show that to you as well and see how these things fly. I'll explain more about it as we go along, but let's just jump right into it. All right, y'all, we're stepping up here to hole one, which is 317 feet straight ahead. Got to get around these trees, slightly uphill, and we do have a lot of wind. I have not thrown any warm-ups yet, so we'll see how this goes. But I'm going to go Venom on a forehand, see if I can get this underneath those tree limbs and skip over there to the right. Oh, slip, but that could be okay. It's kind of slipped, but that's fine. Okay, this is the disc that I'm excited about. This is the new, well, it's not a new mold, but the new Proton Soft MVP amps. The amp was a disc that I used to throw when I first started playing disc golf for just something straight. And I've been wanting them to come back out with this disc, and thankfully they have. The plastic is really soft. Not sure how I like it yet, but I've got one in a 171, the other one's 174. So let's see how they fly. Got a slight headwind, as I mentioned. Not exactly sure what to expect out of these, but I'm hoping they'll just go straight. Got some good stability to them, actually. So not bad, not bad. Let's try the max weight one here. That one is also looking good. Clanked right off the tree. So we'll get an open hole and see how they fly. All right, got the Venom up here about 20 feet. Not bad at all after kind of stepping off or slipping on the tee pad. Bang, that's what we want to start. Good birdie to start for sure. All right, we're on to hole two, which is in the medium placement, which is 324 straight ahead. You do have the road that plays out of bounds, got some other things in the way there. Just want to have a straight shot. This is cleared out some, I'm assuming, from the hurricane. See what we can do. All right, I'm gonna go with a fairway driver just because of the wind. I think mid-range is more of the play, but I'm gonna go with the FD and see how it flies. That should be great. Get down just a little bit. Go in, go in. Woo, right under it. We're gonna try the amps. These are a little more stable than I was expecting. See if we can get these out there a little bit higher. Ooh, they are straight. Threw that one too low. All right, let's go with the max weight one here. See if I can get it up a little bit higher. That one's more stable, it feels like. Yeah, that's a cross. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I'm glad I went with a fairway driver, mainly just because of the wind once again. Might change my play up on that hole. I can't decide if it plays better for like an over-the-top shot. It looks like it kind of does now that I'm down here at the green. So it might change our play up, might go big hyzer next time. All right, hole three, 362 feet, dead straight. I'm gonna go with my Mega Glow Buzz. See if I can just carry the glide all the way down to it. A little bit high. Oh, there's a couple down there and I almost hit them. All right, let's give the amps a try. I'm gonna ace the red basket. Got a good stability to them. Got a good straight push, now fade. Ooh, very good. All right, I'm digging those for sure. I am so sorry, guys. I did not see y'all from up there. I didn't hit you, did I? Okay, I'm sorry. Y'all mind if I just putt this real quick? All right, I'll get out of y'all's way. Y'all doing all right today? Yeah. Oh, close. Y'all have a good one, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so that was kind of a disaster of a hole. I definitely interrupted somebody's picnic date on the fairway. Did not see him from the tee, but yeah, so that was bad. Hole 4, straight ahead. Let's see what the distance is. It is, I believe it's 250. Very low ceiling. You're gonna have to have something, probably the most common place to skip something up on the right side there. We are gonna go with the Criminal, just because I've really been liking this disc lately. See if I can get one to skip up there. Need you to skip big. That's gonna work, not as much as I wanted though. That could be okay if it pushes forward. A little short. Okay, we're about, let's call it 25 feet left for the birdie. Oh, come up short. Misread the wind. I've got to get better at reading those putts. All right, hole 5 is 403 foot par 3. This hole got a lot easier with the hurricane damage. I hate the circumstances, but there used to be a tree here that made this more of a tunnel shot. Now it looks like you got a little more room to play with. Still got a strong headwind though. All right, to accommodate for the wind, let's go star boss. Come on, flex out, flex out. That could be great if it comes out. Come out, come out, come out, come out. I cannot tell. Hopefully it's up there close. All right, pleasant surprise here, about 20 feet. Couldn't see it finish, but man, it got up here. There we go. All right, y'all, on to hole 6, 340 feet. Basket is downhill straight ahead. It does have a big slope going down right to left. So you want to have something that plays in that hill and hopefully doesn't roll. I'm going to go Criminal here. That's going to be right. It's going to be a lone putt probably. All right, let's see what the amps do on a sidearm. Could not see that finish at all. All right, we'll go 171, try to hyzer flip this one up. Ooh, a little flippy for the sidearm. Okay, got my forehand up a little too high. Not what you want to have on this one, but it's not the worst place either. Should have a relatively easy pitch up here. Go in. Oh, come on. Tap in par. I'm happy with that bid. For reference, my amp, my first, the purple one, ended up over here. The 171 is actually deep of the basket, so good kind of hyzer flip up forehand shot. All right, y'all, hole 7, 260 feet straight ahead. You do have obviously the water off to the left. I'm gonna go zone. That should be great if it fights back. Skip. Yeah, that should be right up there close to it. All right, this plays exactly what I want out of this zone. There we go. Okay, on to hole 8, which I believe is playing as a par 4. I don't know which placement it's in. I'm just gonna try to punch something down there as far as I can and hopefully have a pretty easy up and down for the birdie. I'm gonna go Qigong to start. Drive is not in the best spot, but hopefully I can just pitch this up there, get it close without going down the hillside. That should be great. Miss that tree. Might be a little bit short, but that tree's in the way, so I can't tell exactly how close it is. All right, so this was a little farther out than I wanted it to be. Got about 25 or so here left for the birdie. Bang. Really good one to get. All right, we are on the hole 9 to finish out the front 9 here. This one is straight ahead. I don't know if there's a tree that came down. It just feels like this is more open. So I feel like more of the shot now is kind of straight at it. So we'll see. We'll see how we do here. All right, because that gap has opened up, I'm gonna go with the bear, something that I can get up there and hopefully get some turn and then fade back to the basket. All right, you know we got to try the amps out. I'm going to go 171 to start. Got kind of a left to right headwind here. Oh, come back, come back. That is probably in bounds. You can see it get that turn. Yeah, they definitely have some drift to them, but they've got some stability as well. Really straight flyers, really like those. All right, walking up to my bear shot, my amps are both over there to the right, pin high, pushed a little bit farther than the bear did, but got about 20 to 25 feet, putting into a straight headwind. Ooh, snuck it in. Not a good putt, but I will take it. All right, hole 10, 281 feet, straight ahead. Got a big drop off to the left. I'm gonna go Mega Glow Buzz here. If it fades, that is perfect. Yes, sir. That should be right by it. All right, let's see what the amp does on a spike hyzer line. Perfect. Go in, go in. That's in. Oh, all right, got the Mega Glow. This is exactly how you want to play it. You got a significant drop off behind the basket. I almost missed the putt, but we'll take the birdie. All right, we're on hole 11, which is 288, hard bend around the corner. I'm gonna go with overstable Venom. We do have some wind. I wanna make sure this gets over to the right, so I'm gonna go Venom. That should be great. If it skips at all, I don't know. That's more like it right there. Yeah, that should be great. All right, kind of the same old story here, about 20 to 25 feet. There we go. All right, y'all, hole 12 is 284 feet. Want to go spike hyzer over the water. You can go the forehand or more direct route, but I just think the play is more over the water, so I'm gonna go criminal here. Should get under it. Should be good, might be a little bit deep. Okay, criminal went a little bit deep. There we go. Keeping the birdie streak alive here. All right, on to hole 13, which is 340 feet. A lot of these trees have come down. The basket is straight ahead, right behind where that fallen tree is. I don't think the line has changed all that much, so let's see what we do with it. I'm gonna try more of a hyzer right at that tree, next to the one that's fallen. See if I can get this bear to just kind of push in and then cut right before it. Just like that. Oh my gosh, please fade, please fade. Get over it. That should be okay. I think it hit something, but all right, let's try the same thing with the amps here. Let's go 171. Oh, it dropped it. Wind got a big drop on that one. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so I ended up hitting the stump actually, and don't have much at all here. I'm gonna have to go kind of over with a tomahawk. Ooh, almost made it. All right, y'all, hole 14 is 300 feet, slightly uphill, dead straight. Got to navigate around these trees. Let's go with the bear. Not a good throw. Not a good throw. All right, let's give the amps a throw. This would be a good disc for this hole. That is perfect. Skip. That one is definitely more stable, which makes sense. All right, I know the camera is not in a good space at all, but this is honestly the best I could do to get it to hold up. I do not have a putt unless I can sneak it through these tree limbs. Ooh, almost made it actually. All right, 25 left here for the birdie. There we go. All right, excuse me, for the par, definitely not the birdie. All right, hole 15, 324. It's straight ahead, but a lot of trees in the way. You really want to take either the backhand turnover forehand shot, or you can throw a hyzer flip. I'm gonna go hyzer flip with the Aztec. See if I can get one to hyzer up over that. A little more bushy tree comes into play a little faster than I want it to. But that is perfect. Yep, now skip. That should be perfect for the birdie. All right, another good hole to see what the amps do on a hyzer flip. If I don't hit a tree with them. Yes, sir. Smooth as can be. Right there. All right, got the Bear up here and the Aztec. I'm gonna putt the Aztec since it was my first one. Bang. Had to put a little something on that one just because of the wind. All right, hole 16, 360 feet. Got a water carry pretty much the whole way. Big hyzer shot. You can go over to the left, but it's not a great way to get to it. So we're just gonna try to go hyzer, maybe a little bit lower just to make sure we get over it. I'm gonna go with my overstable Boss. See if I can just crank on this one, hopefully miss that tree, get me up there for a putt. That looks really good, a little straighter than I wanted. That is a little bit lower. I didn't get as much on that one. All right, just inside the circle, about 30 feet or so. Get there. Ah. Dang. All right, now I got to make this for the comeback. All right, at least was able to save the par. All right, hole 17. I don't know if it's in the par 3 or par 4 placement, but if you know from any of my other videos, you know I do not like this hole. It's too much of a lucky shot in my opinion. So you want to get something, it's got to land on that hill. Half the time it rolls down in the water. Just throw a big spike hyzer. All right, I don't know what else to throw. I don't want to lose any of my really go-to disc, so I'm going to go with this Venom. I do like this disc, but it's a little more expendable, a little more replaceable than some of my others, so just get this up there and hopefully it spikes in and sits. That actually looks great if it sits. I mean, there's no way to know. Let's get up there and check it out. All right, I got stopped up on the hill, which I guess that's one of the advantages of having tall grass. Not very far, but very tricky lie. Nonetheless, got a strong wind as well. Oh, sit. All right, last hole, 309. I am worn out. All right, ended up pretty far away. Got a long putt for the birdie here. If it curves in, oh, right off the top. All right, another par save. All right, got somebody behind us, so we'll wrap it up at the truck. All right, well, I decided to close this one out in the truck because it is very, very hot outside. Good round overall. It wasn't near as windy as it normally is out here at Lake Olmstead, but fun round. I was able to test out the new amps, which I thought they flew pretty good. I am going to be interested to see how they continue to compare to the Bear for me. The Bear is still, right now, probably my favorite fairway driver, but the amp obviously is one that, again, I threw over 10 years ago and loved, and I think it still has potential. But I'm really liking that Bear, so I'm not sure if it's going to replace that, but great disc. One of the things I will say about those amps is if you're looking for a fairway driver to throw hard and you want a plastic that's not going to ricochet off the tree and go crazy into the woods, those things, the couple times I did hit them with the tree, it was they just kind of bounced off of it and sat right next to it, so they didn't ricochet real far, which is awesome. So check them out, y'all. They're great discs, especially if you like that 8-speed kind of straight to stable flight. I would definitely recommend checking them out. But guys, it's a really good day out here today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.